But I wanted to tell you a little bit first about, well, how do you use this material? You mentioned when we were talking before we started taping that you wanted to use it with doulas, is that correct?
Yeah, with my clients as a doula, to help them when your mouth. Ina May Gaskin talks about how when your mouth is open, you're more likely to open to let the baby out, and when your mouth is closed or you're sort of, your mouth is just, your actual sphincter will sort of close, and it's going to be harder for the baby to go out. So.
Exactly. Because I talk to people about writing the sound. When you're giving birth to a child and you're starting to the doula encourages you to really ride that sound, and the sound gives you the motivation. It creates part of that energy to actually bring that baby into the world. Mm-hmm. Warriors have done this for centuries with their, what do you call those things they swing, their maces that they swing around in the air, their swords, and people in the qigong and the karate, all those grunts and thrusts and so forth. The voice, the sound, actually energizes you to move through the barrier. Yeah, and in case of giving birth, it helps if you make noise, right? And open your mouth. Good point. I had never made that point before between opening the mouth and opening the birth canal. Mm-hmm. And wow, that is a great contrast. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Good. Okay, so one of the places that you can use this is in the doula work, as she has described so beautifully. Another place would be just, all of you have gone to baby showers, right? Since we're on the subject of babies.
I have.
Yeah. Or weddings or naming ceremonies, things like that, where people are picking a name for the baby. All of this work that we're going to do today will become more clear to you once you've seen the process of how you could have a party, really, a shower for somebody, and actually do this sacred name ceremony in terms of what the mother or father would like to name their new baby, and what meaning there is in that name, and what meaning there is in the parents' names that are bestowing that or christening the child with that. So you can use that in group work. You can also use it individually in a session where you are just spontaneously breaking into someone's name. I've had this come up in inner child work. Are you familiar with that part of you that is like the little Hannah or the little Anna or the little Misha, and what that child wants? Sometimes in a session I will just coax it out, coax that inner child out by saying the name. Hannah, where are you? Anna, are you hiding? Where are you? Come out. Hannah, Misha. So we'll be doing some of that today, and that's just one small example of where in a session you could use this. But you could also actually create workshops as well, like we're doing today, and do some group work with it too. So there's a lot of different places, birthdays and parties and naming ceremonies and all of those things. So any questions on that, on the use of it, or what you're going to do, why you're learning this in the first place?